In this video, we are going to introduce you to our TrioMed product. We'll go over TrioMed's plan design, plan details including eligibility requirements and enrollment, and resources that NatGen makes available both to you as an agent as well as to your clients. So why should your clients consider purchasing a TrioMed plan? Well, employer-sponsored health programs have higher deductibles and less benefits than ever before. As a result, studies have estimated that 41 million Americans are currently underinsured, leaving them especially vulnerable to the higher financial burdens of unexpected out-of-pocket costs. In fact, each year, 530,000 Americans declare personal bankruptcy due to medical bills. TrioMed is an ancillary product that helps your clients cover unexpected medical costs. It offers 3 types of coverage in one plan, combining accident medical expense, critical illness, and accidental death and dismemberment benefits. Additionally, NatGen offers 2 types of TrioMed plans, a standard issue version and a guaranteed issue version. It is important to note that TrioMed is supplemental coverage and does not satisfy the government's requirements for minimum essential coverage. Now, let's cover TrioMed's plan options. For the guaranteed issue version of TrioMed, you or your client can choose one of 3 available benefit levels. The lowest benefit level offers clients $2,500 worth of coverage. The mid-benefit level increases the coverage amount to $5,000. The highest benefit level provides clients with $10,000 worth of coverage. The benefit amount that your client chooses will be the same for each type of coverage. If a client purchases the guaranteed issue TrioMed at the $5,000 benefit level, they can receive a maximum of $5,000 in the event of an accident, $5,000 in the event of a critical illness, and $5,000 in the event of an accidental death or dismemberment. These coverages are not mutually exclusive. For example, if a client experienced both a critical illness and an accident in the same year, that client would be eligible to receive up to $5,000 for each, for a total of $10,000. The standard issue version of TrioMed has 2 build options. Both of these options offer a $5,000 benefit for accident medical expense and for AD&D. However, the plans differ in the critical illness coverage. You or your client can choose between 2 critical illness benefit levels, either $15,000 or $30,000. It is important to note that standard issue TrioMed plans require that your client complete a health questionnaire. TrioMed's accident medical expense benefit pays covered expenses up to your client's selected benefit amount per injury, and there is no maximum on the number of injuries that can be claimed on a yearly basis. However, there is a $250 deductible per accident, so if you sell a $2,500 TrioMed to a client and afterwards they sprain their ankle and their treatment totals $2,500, your client will receive $2,500 minus the $250 deductible for a total of $2,250. In the event of experiencing a covered accident, clients must seek treatment within 30 days of the covered accident, and all sequential follow-up visits must occur within 26 weeks of the covered accident. Let's look at an example of how TrioMed's accident medical expense coverage works. John was out walking his dog when he tripped and fell, breaking his hand. His treatment cost $4,500. John has a primary insurance plan with a $5,000 deductible, and he also has a TrioMed plan with $5,000 in AME coverage. As a result, John's TrioMed plan would pay him $4,250, or the $4,500 for the cost of his treatment, minus the $250 deductible. This leaves John with a total out-of-pocket cost of only $250. TrioMed's critical illness benefit has 3 categories of covered conditions. Your client would receive 1 lump sum payment per category, meaning that they could receive a total of 3 lump sum payments from the TrioMed plan. The critical illness benefits are only payable upon a first-ever diagnosis of a covered critical illness. Best of all, there are no deductibles, waiting periods, or network restrictions. So again, TrioMed's critical illness benefits cover 3 categories of covered conditions. Under Category 1, the plan pays out 100% of your client's selected benefit amount in the event of a first-ever heart attack, stroke, heart transplant, or other major organ transplant that includes the heart. Clients would receive 25% of their selected benefit amount in the event of their first-ever coronary bypass surgery or heart valve replacement or repair. So, if your client selects $10,000 in critical illness coverage and they have their first-ever heart valve repair, they would receive a check for $2,500. However, your client would receive no additional payments from this category in the event that they experience a first-ever heart attack, stroke, or etc. Additionally, since the payouts are for first-ever diagnoses, if your client has already had a heart attack prior to their enrollment into TrioMed, this plan would not pay for any heart-related claims, but your client could still receive a Category 1 payout if they experience a first-ever stroke. Under Category 2, the plan pays out 100% of your client's selected benefit amount for the first-ever diagnosis of invasive cancer, or 25% for their first-ever diagnosis of cancer in situ, which is cancer that is not metastasized or spread to neighboring tissue. However, if your client is diagnosed with either invasive cancer or cancer in situ within the first 90 days of enrolling in TrioMed, their benefit would be reduced to 10% of the maximum allowed benefit, so 10% for invasive cancer and 2.5% for cancer in situ. Under Category 3, the plan pays out 100% of your client's selected benefit amount for the following conditions: end-stage renal failure, major organ transplant excluding those covered in Category 1, advanced Alzheimer's disease, coma, ALS or other motor neuron diseases, paralysis, or severe burns. For TrioMed's critical illness benefits, the amount payable to the maximum benefit amount depends on which person on the plan has been diagnosed with the illness. Primary policyholders would receive 100% of the payout, covered spouses would receive 50% of the payout, and dependent children would receive 25% of the payout. TrioMed's accidental death and dismemberment provides your clients with a lump sum cash benefit in the event of dismemberment or death resulting from a covered accident. The benefit payout depends on the client's selected benefit level, as well as the type of covered medical issue that the client experiences. The lump sum benefit is not restricted to just medical expenses. It can be used for a wide variety of out-of-pocket costs. TrioMed's AD&D benefits are divided into 3 levels of coverage: 100%, 50%, and 25%. For example, if your client loses both hands as the result of a covered accident, they would receive 100% of their selected benefit amount. Therefore, if your client purchases a TrioMed plan with $10,000 in AD&D coverage, then they would receive the full $10,000 benefit. If your client loses one hand and one foot as the result of a covered accident, they would receive 50%, or $5,000. If your client loses hearing in one ear due to a covered accident, they would receive 25%, or $2,500. Most clients don't plan for accidents that result in death or dismemberment, and experiencing one has a devastating effect on their life, as well as the lives of their family members. Having this additional coverage can make a traumatic situation less stressful, and help your client focus more on their life change while spending less time worrying about how they are going to pay their bills. As with TrioMed's critical illness benefits, the amount payable to the maximum AD&D benefit depends on which covered person experiences the incident. Primary policyholders and their covered spouses would receive 100% of the payout, while dependent children would receive 50% of the payout. When your client purchases TrioMed through a Life Association membership, they get access to special programs and savings that can positively impact their day-to-day lives. The Life Association is a not-for-profit, members-only organization which provides members with lifestyle-related benefits and discounts. Members will get access to TeleMed for Life. This is an innovative solution for non-emergency illnesses and general care. It provides members with direct access to consult with state-licensed physicians via phone or video to treat common ailments and offer health advice, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are no additional costs or limits on the number of consultations for members. When needed, physicians can call in any prescription, as long as it is not a narcotic. Members get access to a variety of programs and services, including pre-negotiated savings on prescriptions, vitamins, and more, hospital negotiation services, and discounts on direct lab services. Life Association members can also take advantage of a variety of other discounts and services, including identity theft protection that's backed by a $1 million AIG insurance policy, and identity risk score for no additional cost. Auto discounts with new and used auto quotes, new car purchase assistance, auto repair and maintenance discounts, and discounts on wheels and tires. Access to more than 14,000 health and fitness clubs at reduced rates. The Online Fitness Center, a mobile-friendly lifestyle education tool for weight management, providing multiple online assessments. Discounts on hotel stays, travel flights, resorts, and car rental packages. And a variety of offers for savings on retail stores and gift cards, as well as dining and entertainment. It is important to note that Life Association membership benefits may vary by state. Lifestyle and wellness benefits and discounts are not insurance. the binding agent, and National General Accident and Health may receive financial compensation in connection with membership fees. Now, let's discuss TrioMed's plan details, including its availability, eligibility, enrollment, and limitations and exclusions. NatGen's TrioMed is available in the states shown on your screen. States and new products are always being added to our portfolio, so remember to always read your broker alerts for the most up-to-date information. To be eligible for TrioMed, the primary applicant and spouse, if applicable, must be between 18 and 64 years of age at the time of application. Dependent children can stay on their parents' plans up to age 26. TrioMed is guaranteed renewable up to age 70. However, critical illness benefits reduce by 50% at age 65. TrioMed does have some limitations and exclusions. The policy does not cover any loss caused in whole or in part by any of the following: full-time service in the Armed Forces or Reserve or National Guard active duty for training extending beyond 31 days. Intentionally self-inflicted injuries, suicide, or any other attempt while sane or insane. Illegal acts. Hazardous activities including flying, commercial, military, ultralight plane, etc., hang gliding, parachuting, bungee jumping, using off-road vehicles including ATVs, participating in rodeos or engaging in motorsports. Participation in or practice for intercollegiate sports, semi-professional sports, or professional sports. If the treatment is eligible for coverage by Medicare, this Medicare exclusion only applies to AME benefits, and even if the insured is under the age of 65. If the treatment is eligible for coverage by disability or workers' compensation. Please note that this is not a comprehensive list of limitations and exclusions. You can refer to the product brochure for a more comprehensive list, but you should always refer to the policy contract for a complete listing. Clients can enroll in TrioMed on any date, and their plan's effective date can be as soon as the following day. For the initial payment, clients can choose any date between the time of their application and before their plan effective date. Reoccurring payments occur 5 days before the monthly anniversary of the plan effective date, and acceptable forms of payment are EFT, Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. To recap, TrioMed combines accident medical expense, critical illness, and accidental death and dismemberment coverage into one plan. It includes the Life Association membership benefits, is available in a large number of states, has 3 possible critical illness payouts and a $250 AME deductible, and a guaranteed issue plan is available. So why National General? NatGen has roots dating back to 1939, has been given an A- rating from AM Best, indicating that it is financially sound and specializes in short-term medical and supplementals, among many other insurance products. NatGen is listed as NGHC on the NASDAQ.